Greetings. You can prophesy your first $100,000 in your bank account, any part of the world you're living. And then from there, when you really prove what I'm saying, you just keep multiplying and multiplying. And you can do that by using the Bible the correct way. What do I mean by that? Using the Bible the correct way. Once you have the right understanding of the Bible from someone who's been called and sent, such one will teach you how to discover your prophetic self. In other words, when you read in the Bible that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, I'm going to point you to find the Christ power that is within you that you can use to achieve your every desire. But of course, you have to be willing to unlearn and relearn. You see, if you're not willing to unlearn and relearn and you still want to hold on to the old traditional limited teachings, the teachings that have you under doubt, fear, judgment, condemnation, and the teaching that program you to look on the outside for Lord, a Savior, a Master, a Redeemer. If you want to still stay under that program, then you will never be able to discover how to live life on this planet by the leading and guidance of your true intuitive self. You see, you cannot be intuitive and trapped in conformity. No. The more you become intuitive, is the more you will learn to think for yourself. And that is how you would realize that your intuition is actually your inside teacher. That's how you discover that God in man is the dreamer in man. That's why they say God never sleeps. That's how you would know that God is not a man in the sky. So if you listen to me and you're going through a transition, a shift is taking place in your life, because you look yourself straight in the eyes, in the mirror, and you be honest with yourself, you realize that you deserve more in life. You realize that when COVID was around in 2020, you see a lot of things that expose the religious system, the political system, and all the other systems. If you see all of those things, but you're looking for answers, but you do not really know where to get the answer. If you're a person like that, and you're getting this message, then it is for you. You see, this is not going to resonate with everybody. Because a lot of people have the wrong concept about money, because they do not have any understanding of energy, vibration, and frequency. In other words, they have no concept of who they are. That's why they separate themselves from money. Think about how much people you can help financially. Think about how much people you can help by they looking at your life and see your life bringing forth sumptuously, and your life is not like the fruitless fig tree. Think about that. And then you would realize why they don't want you to understand the Bible the esoteric way. They only want you to understand it the exoteric way. You see, when I started teaching on the internet, and I was telling my brother and my sisters that the message they received was an exoteric message that has an esoteric understanding, many people wanted to crucify me. Many people call me crazy. Many people say he's smoking weed. But look at my life and what my life is producing. And look at your life and be honest with yourself. You see, when I was trapped in secular Christianity and I was following what they refer to as the message, and I did believe in a man who existed years ago, and give him the office of a prophet and deny my own prophetic self, I couldn't see anything happening in my life. But when I started to accept my prophetic self, and I started to tap in to the hidden gems that was inside of me, and come to understand that my real identity is my divinity, and discover my mystical self, and get to understand I was born in this world to be a mystic and operate in the office of a mystic. I would have never come to that realization if I had the wrong concept of myself, in terms of me believing that there's virtue in poverty and lack and mediocrity. But I was honest with myself, and I asked myself many questions, and then the answer came. And because I was called from a boy, and I was being trained so I can go through the purification to come back to teach you alchemy and how imagination creates reality, how thoughts become things. In order for me to teach you that, I had to go through all of the things that I went through. I had to go through the church system. I had to go through the message. I had to go through all the different beliefs that people hold upon to come to this place. So my brother, my sister, when I say to you that you can prophesy your first 100,000 in your bank account, and then from there you can multiply and multiply and multiply it, I'm saying the only how you can prove what I'm saying is put it to the test. And that's why I'm encouraging you to reach out to me. You can reach out to me by way of email. Let us work together. Let me teach you the Bible. Let me go into the ins and outs of the Bible and teach you if you're willing to learn and if you're willing to grow. And I challenge you to put what I'm going to teach you to work. You can't be a hearer and not a doer. This is dynamic action. This is you putting things to work. This is not based on belief. This is not arguing with other people and trying to change other people. This is you working on yourself and changing yourself. But you have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing also to relearn. And you have to be willing to take instruction. And you have to be very disciplined to prove what I am saying. So I'm bringing these messages to help people, because right now we are living in a time where there is so much inflation. Let me put it that way so you'll understand what I'm saying. And so much things happening to people, and people cannot find, answers that they're looking for from, the old traditional teachings that they would have gotten. And that is why in this time, in time of the Great Awakening, there are people like myself who's helping people all around the world. There's so many people who benefit from my teachings. Now I want to help the people in the islands. If you're willing to listen, if you are willing to be open-minded. So if you're listening to me at this time, this message is for you, if you can receive it. So with that being said, I want to thank you very much, and I want to encourage you to like, to comment, to subscribe, and to reach out to me by way of email if you definitely like to work with me. We can definitely go into the Bible and go deeper down the rabbit hole of how you can use the Bible to accomplish your every desire and goals in life. So with that being said, I want to say peace. Out.